The urban landscape. It does not embrace free movement or expression. It guides. It restricts. You must walk around these barriers. You must follow these paths. Perhaps the fundamental mindset of parkour is that there are no limits other than those put in place by both gravity and the capability of the human body. You are free to jump over the barrier, walk across the path.
Basically, parkour is efficient movement from one place to another. It's what you would do if you were being chased. You know, if you wanted to get away as quick as possible, there was walls and railings in your way, what you would do to get away, that would be parkour. Parkour is much about the actual mental aspect than it is the physical. You know, jumping around onto walls and railings isn't parkour. It's having that mindset there, that focus. That's what makes parkour what it is.
I was watching the free run championships in Trafalgar Square, and I happened to walk past there, and I saw on this day all these flips and stuff, and I really found it quite amazing what they were doing, you know, flip, jumping. It was really kind of interesting. I went on a website called Down Parkour, found a local team in Torbay, just started training with a man. Since I had just been progressing, doing more.
I think of a wall as an obstacle that I can jump over instead of doing something ordinary. You know, instead of walking around like everybody else, just be different and do your own thing.
I see parkour as like the way you use your mind in the way of childhood. So, like, say you saw a rock to the road, the instant thing that will come into a child's mind is, I could jump on those. You like see a wall or something, like you just instantly hit your mind. That's in my way, I'm going to get over it somehow.
Mountain climber George Mallory was once asked why he wanted to climb Mount Everest. He responded by saying, "Because it is there." Perhaps this quote encapsulates the human need to challenge the world around you for reasons that to many others defy necessity and logic. To set goals and to push yourself to the edge of your capability, both physically and mentally, in order to achieve them.
I think for me the main appeal of parkour is the progression side of it. It's going out in the morning with an idea of something you could do. Maybe you've seen something someone else has done, or maybe it's just something you've seen before and think you're going to give it a go. And you go out there, not being able to do it at the start of the day, and you come home at the end of the day and you've actually achieved it, and you've sort of done this new thing that you couldn't do before. And it's that constant sense of progression that really keeps me coming back.
You see a wheelchair ramp, you learn to walk around it. With us, we program ourselves to jump over it, see it as a shortcut, just cutting straight through it, when most people would just walk around it. It's like programming yourself that this is your playground. My hearing problems affect my balancing a lot, but if I'm trying to balance, due to balances kind of rely on your hearing to balance, as I haven't got that hearing, it kind of affects your balance, so if you try and balance, it kind of feels very wobbly and you keep falling off. Although it does improve, but it takes a while, and half time if we training I can go away because I can't hear what the guys are saying, and sometimes I mishear stuff. Aim for literally just there. See where my hand's putting? You're about a foot away from the box. Alright, you've got to aim for that spot. If you give yourself one, put your hands onto the wall. You can do this. Ready on 5. Go on 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You know, it isn't that important to be good when you first start off, because you progress as you go along. But when I first started, I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago, I was really bad, and then me and one of my friends from where I live, we started doing it together, we progressed together, and then I joined a group and we all started progressing together as a group.
It's not really about how good you are, that's really not the focus of it. It's all about pushing yourself, and you know, it doesn't really matter your mate can sort of do twice as much things as you can. It's not about that. It's really just about your own personal progression.
Parkour is not about competition, it's about passion, it's about skill, having fun, showing off. It's not about competition, I think. And also competition, you can't really rate it because it's kind of so sophisticated. It kind of really hard to rate how you're doing.
At the moment we get told off for doing things that we like doing, even if it's not in a public area or it's somewhere that we know nobody's around. We do a little hop over wall, we'll get someone come up to us and say, you know, you're not allowed to do that. And then I think as time goes on, I think more people come up and ask, like, you know, how do you do that? And, you know, do you ever go to places where there aren't public? And if we do it more in public, people will come up to us and do a bit more like, you know, hey, can I have a bit of a go? Can you teach me? Stuff like that. So I think it's going to get better.
Sponsored competitions with big money are going to potentially spoil parkour, because it's just not what it's about. It is about pushing yourself, training for your own benefit and having fun. It's not about competing for money. I think interest is going to grow and grow. I don't know how far, but I think it's probably got at least another 10 years in it yet before it levels out. And there's a lot more interest now from schools and organisations like that who actually want to incorporate it into their curriculum.
The unrestricted self-expression offered by parkour represents freedom in our regularly inhibiting times. Its growth in popularity, yet reluctance to succumb to the riches of competition and corporate sponsorship that would inevitably affect the very self-expression and freedom behind its ideology, is admirable. Long may it continue.
I'm thinking straightforward side bolt, easy. 1, 2, 5 feet. Oh, you should have rolled it. Should have rolled it.